Welcome to Boy Time Podcast. We're gonna get litty time, yeah. Oh, it's your Boy Time Podcast. Coming in with the slam dunk of a theme song.
Hi ho ho, it's me, Storm Reed, back at it again with a new episode of the Boy Time Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by Babby.
Yay.
This one's gonna be coming out a little bit late. Babby's moved into his new spot. So everyone give him a big congratulations in the chat.
Wow.
This is so cool, interesting, and awesome. So we had to record this a little bit late. If you want to see it, you're going to have to wait for our new Boy Time video coming out next week. So be on the lookout for that. There's going to be and then on the main channel right now, we have a All My Heroes Are Cornballs. That one should have just came out yesterday, probably, as of this podcast coming
Whenever
out.
you're uploading it, yeah.
So, epic. So welcome back. Slam Dunk episode. It's been kind of a slow couple of weeks since the new year, but we're starting to get some stuff. I actually have a fair amount of things in almost every category, except music. I don't have any, but I'm sure you're going to make up for that.
Yep.
Probably. So I guess we'll start off with, I guess we can do movie news first. So first off, we got the Batman news. Movie's coming out March 4th, and it has been rated by the MPAA. I think that's who does it. And it is PG-13, and people are angry about it. How do you feel?
I feel like PG-13 is very loose nowadays, so I feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I looked it up because, the trailer looks pretty dark. It looks kind of edgy. The violence in it seems to be, pretty good.
Well, Dark Knight's PG-13, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I looked
It'll
up.
be fine then.
Yeah. All of the Dark Knight trilogy is PG-13.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried. And, every time a movie gets rated, it's like rated, R for suggestive themes, whatever. Why it's rated PG-13 is strong, violent, and disturbing content, drug content, strong language, and some suggestive material. So I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be pulling any punches. Just our movies don't sell very well, generally.
Yeah.
So, I know.
I don't think it'll affect anything too much.
I don't think so. I think it's still going to be good. But I just saw some people angry, so I wanted to diffuse the situation a little bit. Because I am very excited for this movie. As soon as tickets go up, I'm going to be getting an opening night or opening day, depending on what's going on. So, very excited for that one. There's been like a couple of trailers and stuff that has been like coming out, not like big ones, but like little teaser stuff. And I haven't watched those because at this point it's like
It's 2 months. It's fine.
I don't need any more like
We know
footage. It's a Batman movie. I've seen the 2 trailers that were the big ones, and I know what I'm getting into, and I am in 100%. Mm-hmm. So I don't need another shot of the Penguin saying something that I'm going to see in a couple months. Hey, I'm going to kill the Batman with my car. And then he doesn't do it. It's a very funny joke.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the Batman news. Right along with the superhero theme, we got an interview with Chris Miller of Miller Lord comedy duo about Spider-Verse 2. And this is something that we actually theorized when the trailer dropped, we were hoping for. But Chris Miller confirmed that every single universe in Spider-Verse 2 will have a different art style. The exact quote is, going to different dimensions really opened up an opportunity artistically to have each world feel like it was drawn by a different artist's hand, which I think is very cool.
I think we were kind of expecting that, but
Yeah, but it wasn't
at
like,
least I was hoping.
yeah. I mean, we only saw Miles' world, which we already saw in Spider-Verse 1, and then we saw that weird, trippy, like psychedelic world that he was fighting 2099 in. So I hoped that each one would be different, but it's just nice to get that confirmation, I suppose. And that's coming out this year. That's kind of crazy. Later this year, of course, but still. And then the last bit of movie news, I guess this kind of... Honestly, I don't know if it's a movie or a TV show. I think it's a movie, but it's the Kendrick Lamar thing.
I think it's a movie, yeah.
Yeah. It's a Kendrick Lamar teaming up with Matt Stone and Trey Parker of South Park and Book of Mormon fame. Who they are making a live-action comedy for Paramount. And I believe it is being released under the PG Lang label also, if I got my information from a reputable source.
Correct.
Okay. And the description is, it follows a black man interning as a slave reenactor at a history museum where he discovers that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his. Which frankly sounds like a Jordan Peele movie synopsis, maybe.
Yeah.
But it seems that it's going to be played a little bit more for laughs, which I would not expect a Kendrick Lamar film to be played for laughs, but...
I feel like it's better. He's super serious all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Let him have a good chuckle.
He had a good old chuckle on the Baby Keem album, and he's just continuing to be a little
Riding the wave.
goofball.
Yeah. Well, now we're seeing more creative output from PG Lang, so we got music and now movie.
That's
So
right, because this
That
is
is what they envisioned to do.
this is going to be like a multimedia.
It's like a
type beat.
multimedia project.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's pretty epic. I don't
we'll
think.
see. I'm putting no expectations because I'm kind of worried, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be worried because I don't
Yeah.
care enough. And Paramount's like super expensive, so
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like. It's his first movie, so like I'm not gonna be like, I know he has a lot of experience. I know he watches a lot of movies. He references a lot of movies in his music.
he's obviously good at writing.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Well,
And playing
true.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, writing an album is a very different
Yeah.
experience than writing a movie. Even though Good Kid, Mad City has a very strong narrative.
Most of his discography is very movie-ish.
Yeah. So I think he's good at writing that, but also Trey Stone and Matt Stone and Trey Parker, they tend to be a little bit edgy with their stuff, which I usually don't really care for. So we'll see. It's a weird combination for the South Park boys and Kendrick Lamar to be teaming up on a movie. But I'll watch it. I'm not gonna go in thinking it's gonna be like a masterpiece, but who knows? I could be pleasantly surprised. So there's that. Still, I saw Kendrick Lamar trending, and I was worried that our prediction date of January 28th was going to be a fake. But turns out he was announcing something completely different. So I still think he's going to be announcing the album on January 28th.
Now he's doing too much.
Listen, I'm just going to keep it consistent so that when I'm
It's
right...
going to be the soundtrack for the movie.
Oh, no. No, don't do that. I don't want that. I don't want another soundtrack. I still haven't listened to Black Panther. I want the freaking good stuff, And plus, we don't even know this movie. Like, it just got announced that they're working on it, so this could still be like a year or two down the road that we even see anything for it. I think it's more likely that he announces a new album before. Which, I mean, he could do the soundtrack for the movie, but I think we're gonna get another album before that.
I would
hopefully. Hopefully.
You don't want 2 soundtracks back to back. That's not a good look.
Yeah, it's not. But yeah, that is it for movie news. I suppose we'll move on to gaming, and then we'll do show news, because we finished season 1 of Succession. So we'll do that after gaming news, which I don't have a whole lot of gaming news, but enough to fill a segment. So here we go. Nintendo announced that new Kirby game is coming out March 25th, right around the corner. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know that the trailer made it look like Kirby Mario Odyssey. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not usually the biggest Kirby fan out there. I like the main series stuff, but he gets a lot of spin-offs that are not very good. But Kirby fans tend to eat them up because they're starved for new games. So we'll see if this falls into the dumb spin-off category or if it's an actual mainline game, which it looks to be a mainline game. I don't know much about it. I'm not a good journalist, but so we'll see. That was just announced. I don't think they did another trailer or anything, but we'll probably be getting some new stuff for that over the next couple months as they're getting ready to release that. I know Babjab is excited for that one. So
Good old Kirby.
yeah. The next couple things, or the last couple things, I suppose, only have 3 little bits of gaming news, are Sony related. I don't know if you have been seeing all of the Sony news, rumors, leaks, question marks that have been going on.
I am blind.
Okay. So I talked a couple weeks, a month ago, I don't remember when we talked about this, that there was a big rumor that Sony was going to be announcing, or not announcing, but they were working on some sort of game subscription service like Xbox Game Pass to kind of compete with Xbox Game Pass, and like bringing old titles from PS Now onto that, and making it not streaming, which I think is a great idea if executed correctly. But since that big rumor came out, no details were released. I think we were actually waiting for that on like the Game Awards or something. Like it would have been weird if they announced it then, but I think that was when the rumor came out, like a couple weeks before the Game Awards. So nothing about that for a while. But then some things happened this week. A couple things. Behind the scenes, nothing confirmed, but there are some movements that could indicate that something is coming soon. PlayStation Now cards. So like those, so if you go to like a pharmacy or whatever, a CVS, and then they have those big gift cards, yeah, where like you could get PlayStation Plus, and there was PlayStation Now cards. Those are getting pulled from stores in the UK. So that is interesting. That would seem to indicate that they are looking to discontinue PlayStation Now, and if they're going to be unveiling a new subscription service, then I guess this would be like the first step. And then one thing actually happened today, as of us recording it. People on their PlayStation 5 stores have been sometimes getting PlayStation 3 games to show up if they search like games. I think the one that I saw, someone searched like Dead or Alive, and like the PlayStation 3 entry showed up. And then when they clicked on it, you could see the price, but you couldn't buy it. So it's like some like weird visual bug. And the price is like what you would buy. Because I think you could buy games on PlayStation Now if you didn't have the subscription. You could just like buy the $20 version and then just stream it. So that price is still the same. And this probably is just a visual bug. It's not like, I think the more definitive evidence is the PlayStation Now cards being pulled from retailers. But this is just another thing that is like, well, maybe, we might be heading towards a PlayStation Game Pass soon. I forgot what the working title for it was. I remember it was really stupid.
It was
Project Scorpion or something. I don't remember. That was that was the Xbox, the Project Scarlet. Yeah, I don't remember. I guess we'll see whenever that's announced, or if it's ever going to be announced. I would say it's probably all but confirmed. All the signs are pointing towards something happening with PlayStation Now. Whether it's this Xbox Game Pass killer or not, I guess time will tell. Xbox Game Pass, as it stands right now, is still very good. Being able to play day one Microsoft games for like, what is it, $10 a month now? It's like a really good deal. And plus you get a whole lot of back catalog if you're playing on Xbox, and a lot of great old PC games if you're playing on the PC. So it really is kind of a no-brainer if you're into this kind of stuff. But we'll see. PlayStation is looking to expand on their PC market, as we have discussed in the past. And I think having PlayStation Now go up against Xbox Game Pass, they are definitely losing that fight. Mm-hmm. So
Although I've heard the God of War part is perfect. So.
I have heard that too.
Yeah, I do need to cop that, so I'll give a review in 2 or 3 weeks probably.
Epic. I would love to talk to you about God of War. I thought about picking it up, and then I'm like, why would I do that? I already have it on the PlayStation. That is a stupid thing for me to do. So yeah, I have heard that it's great. On Steam, it's overwhelmingly positive, which I love to see. I have seen that some people have had some technical issues playing at like max settings, where like even supercomputers with their 3070s are not able to run it in like 60 frames per second on the max settings. But I don't think that's something you really have to worry about, because I don't think you would play it like
the recommended
the
settings are literally my computer with the lower processor. So
yeah, I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome, and it's, what is it, $50, which I'm not the biggest fan of that price, because you can get it on the PlayStation Store for $20, but this is for PC. This is some new.
Audiences, so
yeah. Which bring the other God of War games to PC, because I would love to play those. I haven't played any of the other God of Wars, and it's a little bit weird to jump in now, but that's fine.
Well, this is definitely the best one, I think. So.
Yes, that is the consensus. That the other ones are like good, but this one is like a masterpiece, which you will soon see, I guess. Oh man, I'm excited for you to get to play it. But that was not actually the bit of Sony news that I had. Sony released an article today of 22 games to look forward to in 2022.
It's a lot of twos.
Yeah, a lot of twos. And not all of these had release dates or anything. And I don't think that any of these are necessarily like newsworthy, but it has like Horizon is coming out on February 18th, which I think we already knew, but that's still kind of weird because they like just announced that that's coming out in like a month. So that's a little bit odd. That Uncharted collection is coming out January 28th, so like a week from now. Which again, I'm going to give a big warning to those PC players. Do not buy this, because it just has Uncharted 4 and Uncharted The Lost Legacy. And Uncharted 4 is not one to jump in to be your first Uncharted game. Because I know some PC people have not played any of them. So wait until they bring the Nathan Drake collection over, and then play 1, 2, 3. This isn't a God of War situation where you can just jump in. Uncharted 4 is like one where you need to play them all. So another warning, everybody, don't do it. Let me see if there was anything else that was really fantastic. They announced that Stray is coming out early 2022, and Stray is that cyberpunk cat game.
Finally.
Finally.
Cat game.
I still have no idea what that is. But instead, like, a lot of these just say TBC 2022. I don't know what that means. TBC. To be
confirmed, probably.
confirmed. Well, why not just to be announced? Like, why? I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be different.
Yeah. But Stray actually has early 2022. So sometime this quarter, maybe. I don't know. Sifu is that fighting game. I don't know if it's Devolver. It reminds me of a Devolver game, like My Friend Pedro or something. That's coming out on February 20th. I'm excited for that one. I think that one's going to be a slam dunk, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They have, like, Elden Ring, but, like, we already knew that Elden Ring is coming out on February 25th, so, yeah, I think February is going to be kind of stacked in terms of, like, new games, but we'll have to see. We'll see if any of those are good. Elden Ring might be a huge disappointment. I'm gonna get flamed in the comments for
a
saying
massive
that.
AAA title that has been anticipated for years will not flop. That has never happened.
That's right. Cyberpunk? Who's that?
Didn't happen. Battlefield? Never happened.
I feel like there was another big one.
There probably was. That's probably one I didn't care about, though.
Yeah. So that's it for gaming news. Let's talk about television show news. I feel like we talk about The Last of Us show like every single time there's
every update.
Yeah. Which we don't really need to. But just people keep being announced as being cast in it. So I feel like I don't know. We don't really need to talk about it, but I'm going to anyways. Storm Reed is playing Riley in The Last of Us show. Riley is Ellie's friend who, spoiler alert for Left Behind DLC.
It's been like 5 years, come on.
Yeah. She's the one that dies when Ellie is bitten, when she is, discovered to be immune. But Riley dies, and she is going to be played by Storm Reed from Euphoria, another HBO show. An HBO show that I actually started, and it made me very depressed.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not jumping into that pit.
Yeah.
You got Zendaya in it, but that's not enough for me to like go through that mental torture.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I knew nothing
from
about
the start that that's like the grimiest, like lowest show
it. Really is.
in terms of mental thing. So
Yeah. I mean, it started off and there was a warning that was like, this show contains drug addiction and like sexual content.
Everything.
That, like, everybody is going to be offended by. Like, viewer discretion is advised. And it was like a title card that was like 25 seconds. And I was like, okay, I want to see the show. And then I saw the first episode and I was like, oh, that was really depressing. So I don't know if I'm going to keep watching it. I know it's really good. I've heard it's really good. So maybe. But I don't want to be sad. But I think it's Storm Reed. I think that's the chick that plays Zendaya's sister. Maybe? I'm not sure. I didn't like really recognize her, but I was looking out for her when I watched the first episode. But maybe she comes in later. I'm not sure. But a lot of these castings seem to be in-house, where it's a lot of people from HBO shows they're getting. Because even Joel and Ellie were both in Game of Thrones. The Chernobyl boys are doing the writing and directing on some of these. And now this chick from Euphoria. So it's just a lot of HBO alums, which
I prefer that to big name actors. So
I mean, Pedro Pascal is pretty big.
He's big, but he's not like...
He's the
like Chris Evans
Mandalorian,
big.
okay? It's like the biggest show ever.
Well, I've never seen that, thank God. So my experience will not be ruined.
Well, to be fair, you hardly ever see him because he's wearing the helmet.
I just don't like when, these huge Marvel actors have to play something else, and then it's like you can't not see the other character.
I think Chris Evans is the only one that can do that for me.
Yeah.
Like, every time I see Robert Downey Jr., like, that's Tony Stark. And he always plays a Tony Stark.
He always plays that. Yeah.
But Chris Evans in Knives Out is not Captain America to me. No. So, like, and I'm sure there's others. Like, Chadwick Boseman, he played, like, Jackie Robinson, but that was before Black Panther. Mm-hmm. Like, I haven't seen, like, 21 Bridges or whatever. I don't know if I would be able to differentiate. Yeah, I don't know. Chris Hemsworth was the assistant in the Ghostbusters 2016 movie.
That's what he's known as.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. Like, Pedro Pascal, I think he's kind of coming up. Like, I could see him being a big ol' movie star. Actually, I think... Wasn't he... He was in... Oh, frick. He was in the Harley Quinn movie. No? I forget if he was in that or if he was in the Black Widow movie. And frankly, I don't care about either.
Both seem like weird options, but...
You know what? I don't know if I need to look this up because it really doesn't matter. But I think Ewan McGregor is the bad guy. Oh, he was in Wonder Woman. That's right. Wonder Woman 1984. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's the one that yeah, you know. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm talking about, though.
I don't.
You know the big controversy in Wonder Woman where she...
oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that she that does that to.
Oh.
Yeah. How could I forget that? And he was in We Can Be Heroes, the Shark Boy and Lava Girl sequel.
I forgot about that.
So, it's going to be really hard to see him as Joel now. It's going to be... We'll have to work hard on that.
I don't know. He's got fatherly energy, so I think we'll be fine.
He does. Yeah. No, I think he's going to be good. Yeah. So that's about it for show news. But we have to talk about Succession. We have officially watched the first season of Succession plus the first 2 episodes of season 2. We'll probably have a review of season 2 in 2 episodes because I don't think we're going to be able to watch 8 episodes this week. Actually, I know for a fact we're not going to be able to watch 8 episodes this week. So 2 weeks from now, we'll be doing that. But season 1, what'd you think?
Very good.
Best show ever made?
It's definitely up there in terms of things we've watched, I would say.
Okay. So what you're saying is that it's definitely better than, like, The Sopranos or something that we haven't
I believe seen. The hype. Once we watch The Sopranos will let you know. But.
Okay. That will be a couple down the road, I think.
Yeah.
Because we're watching The Wire.
Long too, so, yeah.
Yes, and The Wire is too. And so is regular show.
Yep.
So we kind of
have a lot of TV shows coming out this year. So
we do. Well, and I think...
not scheduling this well.
Yeah. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do season 2 of Succession, and then we're going to take a pause on Succession, watch the first part of season 4 of Ozark, and then finish Succession. Mm-hmm. I think that'll be the plan. And then we'll watch Atlanta when it comes out. I'm getting ads for it on Twitter now, and it looks really epic. I'm
ready for that.
I'm excited. Donald Glover keeps being cryptic on Twitter. I don't know what's going on.
That's how he always is. It's strange.
I know. He just, like, tweeted out randomly. He was like, this year at me if you're gonna shit talk or something.
Oh, yeah, that one.
I'm like, okay. But he always does that where he, like, tweets and then, like, 3 hours later he deletes every tweet he's ever tweeted. So it's so weird. But, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's going to take a minute to get used to Darius with his Frank Ocean cosplay, though.
Yeah.
With the blonde hair.
It's the wave.
It is.
In 2016. Actually, it's still kind of popping. So.
Hey, I'm.
Buzz cut, dyed hair.
Yeah.
It's the wave.
But it's not waves.
No. But you could make a wave. That'd be cool.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm excited for it. I'm sure Darius will be a good boy. Why are we talking about this? We're supposed to be talking about Succession. Succession, season 1.
Yes.
Man. I guess spoilers. Spoy boys for Succession season 1. If you care about the show, stop.
Okay, we're probably good.
Okay, I think we're okay. Those losers are gone. Kendall and Logan both die in the show, and then Siobhan does the whip Nene on their graves.
It was a double murder suicide.
Yeah, yeah. There was actually a Hamilton-style duel, but they both shot each other, and they both died.
It's unfortunate.
And then the guy from Ferris Bueller has a heart attack when he walks in on the scene. Speaking of performances, I think that might be the best part of the show. I think the writing and the acting are equally as good. There's not been a single performance that I think falls flat. I think everybody is believable, and I hate everybody.
It's great.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
It's great. You just absolutely despise everybody, but you're also so invested.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like, I'm rooting for Kendall, but, like, I don't really like the person that Kendall represents.
A garbage human.
Yeah. Although now, as we're in, like, the beginning of season 2, he's, like, really
still a
sad.
garbage human.
Yeah, but, like, he's like a beaten dog. It's just like, he's like, you kind of feel bad for him. Which, I mean, is the point. Then he'll do something,
and then he'll be like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. He's gonna do like cocaine off his son's like forehead or something.
I don't care about that. Just like buying stuff from a store, being a multimillionaire, and then just stealing something just to throw it in the trash.
It's all about the rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of used to that from like Mr. Robot did that too with what's his face, the Swedish guy, where he was just kind of like. Money is
I feel like the show's better
power.
at it, though.
Yeah.
I guess it's this whole show's thesis statement.
That's the whole thing, yeah.
It should be. But.
Yeah. Mr. Robot was more anarchist than this show.
Yeah, Mr. Robot was full anarchy.
Which, I mean, it was a good show.
I'm not an anarchist. It was pretty good.
I'm not an anarchist either.
I like having those beliefs showed on screen, even though it's like, but like, same area, wrong execution,
right.
But I like the style of it, and it's more entertaining than policy reform and crap.
That's right. It's a better show than like a political drama.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to watch House of Cards. I would rather watch Mr. Robot. And not just because Kevin Spacey is in House of Cards. But yeah, this one really freaking good. I was a little bit worried. It had a very slow start, but I think once it got started, I was like in all the way.
I like episode 3 I was in. It took a while to get used to the office style zoom in camera.
Yeah, everything's handheld.
It's a little weird.
It's weird. I don't know if they'll ever address it. And it isn't
I think it works now.
Yeah, it isn't like The Office where like it's set up to be like a documentary or something where they do like talking head segments.
No. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting if they...
It wouldn't fit, though.
It wouldn't fit, really. And I think, like, the best part about this show is, like I said, the performance. And you're not going to get that from just talking to them and getting their opinions. Like, having the conversations with different people, I think, is one of the main draws. And, like, different character interactions that you wouldn't necessarily see coming. Like in season 2, we're getting cousin Greg and Kendall are now kind of maybe working a little bit together, maybe. They're kind of setting that up as being maybe Kendall and Greg and what's his face? I think Tom would probably join that side too, maybe. Because
I don't know.
I think I could see
Maybe I can see
Tom
it.
being on that side and then Siobhan being on Logan's side, and then there could be
Yeah.
some
I think
interesting.
they're setting that up probably.
Yeah, because Tom's not really looking forward to her taking over. It's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, I for the most of the first season, I have a confession. I actually did like Tom. He seems like
I hate Tom
he seemed
so
like
much.
a nice little guy.
From episode 1 until now, I just hate Tom so much.
I don't know. He's funny. He's like Hank.
He's the most insecure human.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But I just think he's like, he's like the objectification of like rich guy who doesn't really know anything, but
Yeah, rich neoliberal.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
mean, like, I don't like who he represents, but I think his character is funny to watch sometimes.
Yes.
Which, I mean, like, you could
Or
say
like
that
going
about
character
everybody.
rooting though, it's like he's at the bottom of the barrel. It's like he deserves nothing.
I don't think he's the worst one. I think
Besides
Logan's
Logan,
probably the
but yeah.
worst. Yeah, the head of the
That's the
family.
obvious pick though.
Yeah, I think him. I don't know. Like, I don't know who would be under him. I guess it would be probably Tom or Kendall.
Mm-hmm.
Kendall's probably up there too. I
Kendall's just very slimy.
Yeah.
I put Roman before Kendall.
I don't know. I don't know.
Roman's just so trust
He's
fund
dumb.
baby.
He's so dumb. But Kieran Culken sells it so so
Oh no,
good.
yeah, he's so good at that.
It's like, yeah,
It's just like the ability to like lay off 500 people at a finger snap by like someone who has like no experience.
yeah. Well, and like, Roman's the one that like blew up a rocket and then was just like,
Yep.
he was super excited that nobody died just so that he would like keep his job. Like he didn't really care. But I mean, like, that's true. Like that happens.
He's like the most disconnected from the real world
Yeah.
out of all of them.
Which is weird because like in the beginning of the show, he was like, I don't really want to do all of this. And then like as soon as he got the opportunity, he's like, I'm COO.
He's a daddy's boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Which season 1 is the one that had the big coup, or the first big coup, I guess.
Like episode 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is probably the best episode, I think. In like a show or in a season that is so like dense, especially towards the end of like great stuff. I think that runner of like Kendall trying to take over the company, but then like there's traffic and there's like a terror attack that isn't even like we don't even know the details of what happened. And like that's so like good at like a writing perspective where it's like if you're trying to portray like rich people who are so in their bubble that like nothing outside even matters, then like bringing up a terror attack and the only thing that everybody cares about, including the audience, is this stupid boardroom bullshit where
The traffic jam. Yeah.
like, yeah, there's like a traffic jam because like terrorists are attacking the country, but like the only thing that we care about is, oh, is Kendall gonna make it to the meeting? Like that really shouldn't matter in any other context, or any other show would have emphasized the terror attack, and we would have got like a big close up. We would have seen the plane explode over Albuquerque, or whatever. But it's like, no, we don't. That's not what the characters care about, and I think that's what the show is trying to do with the handheld thing, where it's like you are in this like circle.
Yeah,
You
that's
are
why I
the
like
rich
it
person.
now. It
Yeah.
feels more personal.
Although it does kind of make me feel bad because it's like I don't want to be with these people. I wouldn't hang out with Logan Roy.
I'm thinking I'm like the fly on the wall. I'm not involved, but I'm just observing very closely everybody.
You're essentially like the. Well, it's kind of hard. I can't count all the characters, but you're like the X plus once character, where it's like you don't have any interactions, but you are there and you are seeing it from their perspective. which is interesting, I think.
They do it pretty well.
They do it, I would say they do it very well. Even though I know that it gets better, as we have seen. Season 2 was actually, it's starting off with a bang. We're only 2 episodes in, and these are better than the first 2 episodes of Season 1, that's for sure. But, you know, some of that is that we spent like 4 or 5 episodes establishing the characters. So now we can just kind of roll with it. And there's like no break between Season 1 and Season 2. Like, Season 2 starts where Season 1 lets off, which is great. I think that's what you want. Ozark's about to do that too, as we saw from the teaser trailer. So, oh boy, we are in for the ride. But yeah, very good stuff. So, Season 1 of Succession. Good stuff on HBO. A success, if you will. Very good. But that's it. That's it for show news. That's it for everything I have, factually. So we'll throw it on over to you for your music segment.
Welcome. This was the big week. Even though Dawn FM came out last week. And, you know, that's still insanely good. But besides that, Earl Sweatshirt, FKA Twigs, JID, Joey Badass, Corday, Kanye.
Oh yeah, I don't want to.
All of them people.
That Kanye album cover makes me so uncomfortable. I hate it so much.
No, yeah, I'm surprised he used that. I know the artist who did that too. Like, I've seen their work before.
Is that a real monkey?
Yeah.
That's... I don't like that.
I don't know if this was the same guy that he was kind of working with with Donda cover art. I don't think it was. But I don't know. I don't even remember where I've seen this artist, but it looked familiar when he posted it. I'm like, oh, I know that picture. But yeah, he has a whole collection of skinned animals that he photographed. It's really creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little... I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I mean, I like it, but I don't like looking at it.
I haven't listened to the song because I don't even want to click on the album.
The song does not really live up to the cover art, so...
Oh, is it not very good?
It's fine. It's not crazy.
Okay. It's
just kind of like one of those loose ones.
Yeah, so it's like the Wash Us in the Blood or something. Or wasn't there another one?
Although Wash Us in the Blood is probably better.
Okay.
This one's just kind of like a loose thing that isn't connected to anything.
Okay. All right, so this isn't Donda 2.
No.
Okay.
No. It did not sound very Christ-like. Or Donda-like.
I suppose, yeah.
But, I don't know. The Earl Sweatshirt album is sick. Literally. That's the name of the album.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah. He's following the same formula of like 25-minute albums.
Okay.
Actually. Some rap songs, 24 minutes, 47 seconds. Sick, 24 minutes, 5 seconds.
Very short.
He's very consistent.
Yeah.
But again, like on some rap songs, you get like an hour's worth of like what it feels like an hour's worth of content, and like this time, he doesn't sound as down in the dumps on this one, which isn't saying a lot, but
that's nice, I guess.
I don't know. It's just all over the place in terms of production, but it all flows together so well.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like it better than some rap songs, just because some of those beats on there felt kind of the samey.
Mm-hmm.
These ones, there's a different style every song, so I would need more listens though, because Earl Sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I still don't fully understand some rap songs, and I've listened to it a ton, but I don't know. Check it out.
I will. Do you want me to?
Sick. I don't know. Do what you want. Free country.
Should I? Do you think I would like it?
It's more accessible, I would say.
Okay. I mean, it's only
probably
24
be like good
minutes.
background music for you.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
In terms of like how you listen to things, but
yeah.
FKA Twigs did this mixtape thing. It's an album. I'm gonna call it an album. Capra Songs. It's a freaking astrology mommy album, which is strange.
Yeah.
which I should have expected from her, but you know, it's not as like conceptual as Magdalene. I wasn't expecting that because she clarified it's a mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I need more time. But some of these songs are heaters.
Yeah.
Some of them are like UK club songs. Some of them are like more Magdalene style, like literally voice of an angel type stuff. But there's a lot to unpack with this one, and I just haven't had the time yet. But like, just from like listening to it as I do things, it's groovy.
Okay.
It's a lot more expansive than something like what The Weeknd is doing with like the not the mixtape but the radio feel. This one truly goes all over the place.
Yeah. Dawn FM isn't like, crazy.
I'm gonna say Dawn FM is like conceptual dance music that's easy to listen to, like immediately, and then this one is like conceptual dance music that's hard to get into initially.
Oh, okay.
It's not straightforward. What I'm trying to say, basically.
Interesting.
But
I don't know
if
much
you're a
about
Twigs
them.
fan, you're gonna love it.
Okay.
And I'm really liking it so far. The issue is like I'm having the thing where albums I can't tell what song is which yet, so I have to listen to the whole thing and really pull stuff out.
Yeah.
But I'll get there. JID released a single with 21 Savage.
Yo.
I feel like I don't even have to talk about this because this is
After
oh boy.
Imagine Dragons?
Oh boy! After Imagine Dragons, he pulls this one out. No, this song is fantastic. It uses the same sample from Miss Fat Booty from Black on Both Sides.
Oh, yeah.
It flipped the same one. Yeah, it's great. He needs to drop the album, please. I think this is probably, judging on cover art, this is the second single from the new album. So
He's too busy playing League of Legends.
he just loves League of Legends. Actually, based on cover art, we have 3 singles.
What?
We do. Okay.
No way.
We got ballads, we got Skeeky, and now we got surround sound. So, this album's gonna be fantastic. He's gone 3 for 3. So, usually you don't want to do more than 3 singles. So the album should be coming. Please.
Yes. Usually.
Yeah, it's been way too long.
Mm.
Corday had an album come out. I said last week that I was gonna listen to it and that I didn't really like. I feel like I outgrew that, and that is true. It's weird because I don't have any reaction to it. It's just there. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. That's it. Like, I just can't get into it. I feel like I've grown out of my high school days of that kind of style of the J. Cole's and stuff. I just can't do it anymore.
You have a more sophisticated palate, is what you're saying.
I don't even know if I'd say that. It's just I'm not there for that kind of rap anymore. It's just like cookie cutter to me. Maybe because I've explored that genre enough, but
Yeah.
I don't like that he remixed like his best song though on the album and didn't put the regular version on and had an Eminem feature that was mixed horribly.
Oh.
So I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
why he did that.
unfortunate.
Yeah. But there was a song with Stevie Wonder and Freddie Gibbs.
Well, that sounds great.
It's a weird combination. And that was probably my favorite one off of it, but other than that I couldn't really tell. Maybe I'll listen to it again when I'm like actually sitting down and like having time to listen, but
Sure.
I don't know. It's just kind of there. The Joey Badass single's bad, so
Oh, really?
I think we're witnessing the fall off. So
No, Joey.
he's made some weird like anti-vax comments, and he's just been really
Oh.
strange. And now this single comes off of it, and he's going into his Joker era.
Oh, no, Joey.
So yeah,
Don't do this. Yeah. You were in Mr. Robot. How could you do this to us?
we're so good at Mr. Robot too.
He was so good at Mr. Robot. I loved him. Rick. Oh, Joey.
But yeah, this was a stacked week. Now I need time to digest all these individually. So
Yeah.
this was like the worst week for like 3 major projects that come out, plus like a really great single.
Yeah, the Joey one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had time to actually sit down with good headphones and just listen to all of them, besides the Earl one, because it's so short.
True.
But I don't know. The Weeknd still got album of the year for me so far.
Yeah, I
so.
think. Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know
I
how it
haven't
keeps
listened to
getting better
anything
every
else.
listen.
Yeah.
No, but like I don't understand how it keeps getting better.
I don't know, and I don't know how
Gasoline
people
has
don't
become
like this.
my favorite song recently. So
I really like, well, Out of Time, I think is very obviously my favorite song. But I also really like Less Than Zero,
yes, that one's absolutely incredible. I
which
feel like I
is,
didn't give my full reaction in the first reaction of that one because I was just so perplexed by the change of sound. But now it's like, ooh,
yeah, the acoustic guitar comes in.
it's so good.
Yeah.
I just love the synths that come in with it.
I think if, like, the next one, like, if this is setting up the next one, it's
Yeah,
going
I
to be
think the
like,
next one's gonna be full like city pop, like synth city pop. It's just gonna be oof.
it's going to be, yeah. If it's like synth and like mixing like real instruments with
Yes,
the
it's gonna be
synth
more
stuff,
sunny. Ooh,
yeah, we're in for a ride.
we're not ready. We're
Yeah.
not ready for that.
Yeah.
Although I am, but you know, I
I
don't know.
could.
Gasoline has just been hitting different.
I like Gasoline. I
It's
like
so
the.
good.
It's so weird to hear him sing that low. I think.
I don't know. It's just the production with that low voice and then heighten it. Oh, it's just perfect. Perfect.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I like it
Yeah,
too.
it's so
Yeah.
good.
I don't know if there's like a song I don't really
No, I've
love.
loved everyone.
I
Like even
guess.
Best Friends has kind of become like
Yeah.
I listen to it more than I thought I would.
I mean, I usually just listen to the whole thing. I guess I usually skip Starry Eyes and Every Angel is Terrifying just because those seem like interludes to me.
I think Starry Eyes is perfectly off of like Is There Someone Else? But yeah, Every Angel's Terrifying is an interlude.
Yeah, I don't know. Starry Eyes, I think it's fine. Like it's
Mhm.
not something I need to listen to every single time I, you know, listen to the album. When I'm listening to the album multiple times a day, you know.
Yeah.
I will say that I don't know. I'm not a very big fan of Lil Wayne on I Heard You're Married. I think,
I go back and forth. I like it because of like the groove change,
yeah, I don't know.
but I also like understand that it doesn't need to be there. So I'm
Yeah,
conflicted.
because I really like that song.
Yeah.
I like his Weeknd's verses.
Yeah, I do feel like he drags it down a little bit.
Yeah, but especially when it's uh, right in between the outro of "Don't Break My Heart," which has some of the Weeknd's best like vocal stuff. He's hitting those high notes, doing some crazy runs, and then you got "Less Than Zero," and it's just like this. Then you got the Lil Wayne verse. It's like that could have been like a great run there, but it does kind of do a little slump in that moment. So I don't know. I still
I've
really
been
enjoy it.
I've been seeing people like take snippets from After Hours and Dawn FM and they fit perfectly together.
Oh really?
Yeah. There's a lot of like continuity things. I
See,
don't know examples off the top of my head, but like
this is
I don't know.
what is
It's crazy. Less Than Zero and like Save Your Tears have like the same progression.
oh really?
Yeah. And Alone
I
Again
could see
has something something very similar to something else on here. It might be Gasoline.
That would make sense. I don't know.
So
It's
he's got the continuity.
yeah. It's a little weird because he keeps like tweeting about this being the beginning, and it's like this doesn't feel like it. Like this definitely feels
No, this
like
is the
an
middle. This is the middle.
I know, but
It's
he's
just
like
purgatory. He's saying like there is no end or beginning. It's just
okay.
this.
Yeah,
He's just playing his character.
I know. But like the whole like this is the start of a new trilogy, and it's like this is, so it's like like this feels like an expansion of what After Hours is, and it's
It
like
is.
a
This is the
sequel.
second album.
Yeah, it's just weird. He's sending mixed messages, at least directly.
He's just playing a character. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's just a little weird to me, an outsider who has not seen any of the music videos because I'm a coward. So
Got to do it eventually.
I know. I still haven't seen any of the After Hours ones either.
Someone make a super cut of all of them in order.
I'm sure that already exists somewhere. Or I think he has a playlist where you can just watch them. on his YouTube. So I will. You know, I'm not doing anything tomorrow except edit this podcast. So, you know, I might do it. Who knows? Is that all of the music news?
That's all. I mean, the Kanye song's pretty decent. I think we've already gone over that.
Yes.
I just like the beat up Pete Davidson line. That's my favorite.
There's a beat up Pete Davidson line?
Yeah.
Yo, why you hating on Pete?
It was funny, but also it's like this man needs help.
Yeah, didn't he beat someone up too?
No. He just kind of pushed someone because they were being annoying.
But he got like arrested. Or no, charged or
so.
something.
Well, they probably tried to charge him.
Yeah, it was like it was aggravated assault.
Yeah, which is kind of an insane charge for what the video shows. So.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I saw that he was got in some legal trouble this last week.
He's in his Joker arc.
He is in his Joker arc.
He's in his midlife crisis Joker arc.
Yeah. What's the
hanging
Pete
out with
Davidson
Antonio
one?
Brown and Julio Fox and the freaking everybody
Madonna.
else in one room and Madonna. And
it's so
crazy.
weird.
You just release like one of your best albums and then just spiral into this really weird thing. But I mean, I'm not. Whatever you want to do, I don't care.
Yeah.
This man is the most interesting man in the world. He can do what he wants, I guess.
I guess.
Skinned monkey.
I don't like the skin monkey.
It doesn't make sense for that song. I'm not like opposed to cover art like that, but the music's got to fit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Haram has.
graphic,
I was
it
about to
deserved to
say.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that matches.
I like Haram's cover art is not as disturbing as the skinned monkey.
No.
It's
They
just
could have
two
made
heads.
that a lot worse.
Yeah.
I mean, the back cover of that original vinyl is pretty bad.
I don't. What is it? Is it a skinned pig?
It's just the rest of the pig,
Yeah.
like cut up. So.
I guess that's pretty bad.
I'm glad I got the vinyl with the palm tree.
Yeah, I like that a little more.
Yeah.
It's like the freaking Post Malone album with the barbed wire
Exactly.
through the eye. It's like, why?
Yeah. I mean, they sold the one with the pig heads, but I mean, the Alchemist one was like, here's a palm tree with a security camera on it. Same message it gets across. It's just a little less,
Yeah.
graphic.
Yeah. I'm here for less graphic.
Yeah. I like it if it makes sense.
I just don't want to look at it. It's too gross.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Too
Yeah.
gross. Like this Kanye song could be the best song ever, and I'm not gonna
as like
listen
an
to
art
it.
direction standpoint,
Yeah.
it's like do the best cover art that fits with your product. For Donda, it was nothing. For this, it was not the Skin Monkey. I'm sorry.
Wow. And this is the biggest no album album cover defender saying that Skinned Monkey bad.
I feel like he could have saved it for something. Because
For
like I
Donda
know
2.
he's known of this person for a while. And it's
Yeah.
like this song, you're not even like really going at people. You're just having a fit of rage at your divorce.
He's angry at Pete Davidson.
Yeah, but not angry enough to put a skinned monkey on the cover. That's crazy.
I suppose.
At least he didn't sound that angry. I don't know.
I need to look up this lyric.
Yeah, I don't know it off the top of my head. I only listened to it like once.
Pete. God saved me from that crash just so I could beat Pete Davidson's ass.
Okay, that is a great
Okay,
line.
that's
I
a
love
good
that.
bar. That's a good
that.
bar.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
that's good. Not skin. Yeah, that's not skinned monkey energy though.
No.
This
no.
is like a goofy. That's a goofy.
Especially
line.
with like the game being the other half of the song. Like he didn't even go hard. He was
Yeah.
just being the game and just rapping.
Yeah. A little weird. I guess we'll see what happens with Donda 2. The
Yeah, I
album that
still
is
don't
definitely
believe it's
happening.
happening,
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I've heard it twice.
We'll see. He's going to rent out
I feel like I
another
hold
stadium.
Donda to such a high regard that it's not even going to matter anyways.
Yeah, probably not.
I feel like Donda 2 is just a working title. I think we'll never see the actual Donda 2. He always
Probably
does this
not.
crap.
Where it's like Yandi or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Donda is literally like Jesus is King 2, Yandi, like God's Country or whatever he called the one with Travis Scott.
Kids See Ghosts.
No. We're gonna get you to listen to that one day.
I haven't put it on the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I think De La Soul's uploading their catalog to Spotify, so I will have to put that on the wheel because I have not heard of that because it's not on streaming services.
What is De La Soul?
Like an late 80s hip hop trio.
Oh, okay.
You would know them from the credits of the new Spider-Man movie.
I don't remember. I do not remember what that sounds
That was a
like.
new song they did too, I think.
Wait, they aren't on Spotify?
No, they had like some labeled things, but I think they just uploaded like a single. So hopefully
Yes, they did.
The album gets uploaded. So
The Top
that'll be good to
Chef's
react to.
remix.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty
You
epic.
probably know the cover art, just having worked in like a record store and being around record stores. Probably seen the cover art.
Of this remix?
No, just
Oh.
if you look up De La Soul and go to,
You'll
you'll probably know.
De La Soul albums. Yes, I have seen these before. And they're uploading these to Spotify?
Hopefully.
That would be
I
epic.
think like last year they were talking about it, but now there's a single uploaded, so I'm hoping that the rest of it got cleared.
Okay. Hopefully. Looks like it's New York?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good to me. I just watched Do the Right Thing last night. And
Yeah, it'd be a perfect soundtrack.
that is well, it's all Public Enemy. That's
Yeah,
like the
that
soundtrack
makes sense.
for that one. Yeah.
But this is kind of like the same era, so
Yes.
1989.
Which I wasn't the biggest fan of Public Enemy when we did our Rolling Stone video, but that was just because it
You
was
just didn't like
going
Flavor
up
Flav.
against like
Yeah,
you know, if you're going up against like Dark Twisted Fantasy and To Pimp a
yeah,
Butterfly
that's hard because it's so
and
like early on in the
Tribe.
genre compared to this.
Yeah. So like I think it was rated pretty low, but like in comparison to like some of the other stuff we listened to, it was way better than the Ramones and
Yeah.
Rolling Stones and stuff. So I don't know. I guess I should probably listen to it again. I'm probably not giving it enough credit. Well, I know
We were
I'm not
grinding
giving
out albums during that, so
Yeah.
I'd completely change my list probably if we did it again. But
Let's do it again as a goof.
No. if we're doing it again, we're reacting to all of them on camera, so we actually like have to sit down and listen to them and discuss them. That's the only way to get a true list, I feel.
That's like
'Cause you
gonna
gotta give
take a
every album its
long
own
time.
instead of just listening to it.
Do you know how that would take like
It would take
a
long
year?
time. It would literally take a year. It'd be a whole year project.
And then we would lose so many subscribers.
Maybe.
Because, like, whenever we do any old album, it doesn't do well.
Besides Kate Bush, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
old
just
albums should just be better like Kate Bush.
I think it's just British people love Kate Bush.
Oh yeah, British people love Kate Bush, and I love Kate Bush, so I'm here for it.
I saw
Finally, me and the Brits have even ground.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Your sworn enemy and you have something
I know,
in common.
my sworn enemy.
We do hate British people here on this
Yeah.
channel.
Ironically.
But, you know,
But also Boris Johnson kind of sucks.
well,
Because he obviously represents every British person.
that's every British person is, every British person voted for Boris Johnson.
Yep.
Except that's not how that works.
I don't know how it works over there.
They vote for the parliament, and then the parliament elects.
Oh yeah, the
prime
parliament
minister.
appoints people, don't they?
Yes. So
It's a bit strange, isn't it?
it is strange.
Simple as.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna make like Boris Johnson and have fun with Jeffrey Epstein, and then have my sister write an article about it, and then
Self-report.
self-report, and then leave.
Yep.
Oh wait, we need to plug first. That would have been a good outro, but we didn't plug this week.
Okay.
Do you like the podcast? I don't know why you would, but if you do, you should leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. It seems to help.
And Spotify podcast.
Yeah, they added that. So Spotify has reviews now too. that would be fantastic. I don't care if you don't like the podcast. Do not leave a 1-star review. It will hurt my feelings. So just leave a review of 5 stars only. That is my one ask. I know by saying that I'm going to be getting exclusively 1-star reviews, and that is something that I'm going to have to grapple with every day.
I don't check the analytics, so you'll just be hurting him. I will not lose sleep.
I will. Do you like our voices? Do you like our music taste? Go to the main channel right now. Like I said earlier, there is a JPEG Mafia reaction coming out, or already out when this podcast comes out. It's brand new. Do you like JPEG Mafia? Do you like Kate Bush? Do you like Frank Ocean or Bruno Mars? Watch us listen to those albums that you love so much. We guarantee that you've listened to something that you like, probably, statistically. We listened to I almost said Jane Croce, a mix of James Taylor and Jim Croce. We listened to both of those people, for Pete's sake.
Too long of an ad read does to someone.
Subscribe over there. Do you want to know when all of our videos come out? As long as Twitter doesn't suspend our account again for being too mean to Joe Rogan, then follow us on Twitter at BoyTimeYT. We post a lot. Sometimes it's not directed at Joe Rogan, but most of the time it is. I don't know why I always do this when we have an account. Last time I was really angry at Jeremy Renner for no reason. And now I am angry at Joe Rogan. But I feel like Joe Rogan
on any social platform. It's kind of scary.
Joe Rogan is, well, it started off as a friendly goof. But he's, over the past couple weeks, he's kind of...
past couple months.
Yeah, the past couple months, he's kind of gone down. And now he's on Gitter. So, he's not very good. But if you want to see me dunk on Joe Rogan, not as hard as I used to go because Twitter doesn't like me cyberbullying.
While retaining to the DOS of Twitter.
I don't think I deserved it, but, I don't think so. Not for what they accused me of.
Personally, I don't think you deserved it. From, a general standpoint, yeah.
Because what they said I was doing was I was being racist or I was sexually assaulting Joe Rogan or sexually harassing. And I'm like, that was not what was happening.
That's true. That's not what you're doing.
I said he was a hairless gorilla. Is that something that
I don't know.
Do you think that's racist? I don't think that's racist.
Maybe they just categorized it under that. I don't know.
Maybe it's I don't know. I don't know what they thought. But apparently, some people at Twitter saw it and they flagged it. It was manually reported. So that means that we're climbing the ranks. So
that's when you want to talk.
That's a positive.
I do not participate in the Twitter very much. So if we get suspended again, it's probably not my fault.
It most likely is. I'm going to throw you under the bus.
Typically not that aggro.
Yeah, I haven't tweeted in a couple. Well, I think I tweeted yesterday. But, I don't always make fun of Joe Rogan. I also post a tweet whenever we release something. So it's a little bit helpful if you aren't subscribed to the main channel, which you should be anyways. So there we go. That's a good podcast.
Longest ad read in history.
Sorry, I needed a plug. I think it's important. So that it's a call to action.
Okay.
Speaking of call to action, I just watched an infomercial about a putty where I can mix it together and then hang a shelf on a wall. So I'm going to go order 16 pounds of Mighty Putty and hang it on the wall.
I don't know what you want me to say to that. But.
Bye.